Hello, welcome viewers of Chat Masala, my channel on YouTube. Today we have a very special guest who is going to enlighten us about something interesting. So let me first introduce him and then I'll tell you the interesting subject of our conversation today. His name is Ravi Chandrasekhar and he is a chartered accountant by profession, but he has a lot of other interests besides accounting. So one of the interests is travel on a very special bike that he has. The other interest is collecting gems. And today we are going to talk about a third interest, which is probably of interest to many of you. So the subject of today's conversation with Ravi, first welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So the conversation for today will be centered around something which is of interest to both of us and hopefully the viewers. So the subject is cocktails. Suspense ends here. So what was the first cocktail that you ever had, if you remember?
It could be, I think it could be Flanders Punch screwdriver, which was locally available. They've got locally available ingredients. So that could be the one. Then it could be Bloody Mary also.
Yeah. I think Bloody Mary is a very popular standard one that many of us have tried, I'm sure.
Yes.
So who introduced you to cocktails? Was it in college or later?
No, college and all, no. We can't afford to have
Okay.
college. Okay. Actually, it is later on when we started earning on my own. Then the kind of liquor quality was not good those days, in 90s. And
very few brands also were available.
Very few brands and the locally available brand, you don't know, especially in Kerala, you don't know the quality of it. It could be seconds or one. So the best way to do is you put some value addition to it. So change the liquor and you buy the whatever is available on shop. You bring it at home and start experimenting with it and try to make it better.
So it's a bit of a chemistry lab kind of a thing.
Yes.
So what makes cocktails different from, let's say, some straight liquor like whiskey or rum and brandy?
Actually, liquor, we are not having the way it should be taken. Okay, like in foreign countries and all, the Scotch. It has to be minimum 3 years old, then only it becomes a Scotch for 5 years, for some time. Normally we get 8 years, 12 years, 18 years, then it becomes better. But in India it is served immediately. Immediately after the distillation it's served. So what we get is smooth. What we get is raw stuff. So if you can make it something, best thing would be basic is add some lime to it. Lime that takes away that harshness, that harsh taste. Okay, it's a good thing. Then put some ice cubes into it.
Simple tricks to make it better.
To shake it. Then, contrary to a popular belief that lime dilutes its that potency or anything, it is not like that. Lime actually gives you soften its taste.
It adds some flavor, surely.
Yeah. Then you can add some whatever you like. I tried ginger, crushed ginger, or you take the juice out of it. It's good. It's very good.
So, any favorite combos amongst the cocktails that you may have invented, to use the word?
This is rum. Rum, we have rum actually. Previously, India used to have molasses-based alcohol. Then of late, we are having grain-based alcohol. So molasses-based means actually it is rum. All other drinks used to be flavored rum. Whiskey flavored rum.
Color flavored rum.
But the original, if you want something original, that is rum. So rum, again, it is not matured. So you add little bit lime to it, ice cubes, little bit sugar, syrup or honey syrup, and that ginger crushed ginger,
Yeah.
shake it, serve it with lot of ice cubes.
Nice.
And that is the best drink for the weather. That Kerala weather, that is one of the best drinks.
Rum is also one of the more affordable.
Affordable,
drinks.
and
Yeah.
it's a tropical drink.
Yeah, I remember having some in the Bahamas where it's a tropical country.
Yes.
So we have some cocktails of rum made there. One I remember is called Bahama Mama.
No, yeah. There's a Bonnie song.
Some interesting ones. Okay, any other cocktails that you tried? For example, I think you have tried some Feni
Feni
cocktails.
Yeah, because Feni, there is most popular cocktail in the world is margarita. That is the most consumed, largest consumed. Then comes maybe our dry martini or something. But margarita is the most consumed. So, but margarita is made of Cointreau and tequila.
Not easily available.
Not easily available. At least now tequila is available. But those days tequila is a foreign word for us. So what we did was, instead of tequila we used Feni. And Cointreau, for Cointreau we had orange liquor.
For those who are not aware, Feni is a typical Goan drink, usually made from cashew
or
coconut.
coconut water. So actually this Feni, in my childhood, we used to have it at home. Because whenever you have stomach upset or something, they used to give this cashew rak, it is called. And those days, our where we lived was part of South Canara, Karnataka.
Yeah.
So whatever we have right now in Goa, we had those days there in our home. So I am familiar with Feni.
It was made in the backyard, sort of.
Backyard sort of. So this is Feni, good Feni. That is not the factory made Feni. If you have the good Feni, which is backyard made in Goa, if you get it and use some lime, that orange liquor, it's a good drink. It's a Deshi margarita.
Yeah. So any others that are your own favorites in invention?
Yeah, invention. It's not my invention. It's good.
Or experimentation.
Yes, experimentation. I can say this. There is one drink which is versatile for cocktail is vodka.
Vodka, yes.
Yeah, vodka you can add with anything, any drink. So in vodka, if you have chili, people mistakenly put that stick chili with lot of seeds. You should not do that. You should remove that seeds and put that skin only. And when you are putting the skin, you have to scrape it with a knife, so that oil in that skin
drips into the drink.
Oozes into this water.
Anything else to be added along with the chili?
You can have a salt rim.
Salt.
Instead of adding this thing, you can have salt rim on the rim of the glass, and lime, ice cubes.
Is that what is known as Polly's folly in some circles?
It's got several names. One of the names is Polly's folly.
Yeah, I thought I had heard of that somewhere.
But remember, don't use the seed. For me,
Remove seeds.
because that seeds is just too hot.
And usually it's green chili, right?
Yeah, green chili. It's got more oil in it.
Okay.
Then you can make Bloody Mary also is good. Bloody Mary, you must make it with tomato juice. For that you have to put tomato, blanch it in the hot water, remove the skin first. Then take the juice of it. And you can use some Tabasco, 1 drop of Tabasco sauce and Worcestershire sauce, little bit. And if you have that bitter, Angostura bitter also, you can use little bit or dash. And mix it. It's a good drink.
Okay. So any favorites amongst the classic cocktails that you remember or you have had?
No, but right now we can, most of some ingredients are available here now. Vermouth is available now. So you can make dry martini,
Gin and vermouth or
gin or vodka martini.
Vodka.
So you can have it James Bond style also, shaken, not stirred.
yeah, one can think of
Yeah.
yourself as James Bond for a
Yeah,
while.
if you are feeling adventurous, you can.
Yeah. Okay.
That I have vermouth. I have kept it there. So once in a while, I have dry martini. It's a good drink.
So is it good for summer or any season?
Any season, because usually you have used a lot of ice in that.
Okay.
So you can use it any time.
Okay. Okay. One more last question about your other interest of riding your bike.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
I always have been a bike fan. So I had my first bike in 1990. So I've been using it for my job and here. After my retirement, now I don't think I have more responsibility. I've done my job.
Yeah.
So I think now I'm free.
So where all have you been on the bike? What is the farthest point or the most interesting?
Okay, I covered around 22,000 kilometers all over India. Okay, I have done around Gujarat. I have done full Gujarat city.
Almost the state.
Yes,
Entire.
all states. Because I started from here. I took the coastal highway route. Then there I did a chakra in all over Gujarat. Then I did the same thing with Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, I used again that coastal highway.
Okay.
Then Karnataka, a lot of places in Karnataka. I went to Badami and all. I went. Then I'd been to Ladakh. 2018 I went to Ladakh. Then I'd been to Spiti Valley.
Yeah.
A lot of places in Himachal Pradesh. Then 4 states in Northeast.
Which all?
So Assam, Nagaland, Meghalaya, and Arunachal Pradesh. The furthest I gone is, I can say, Tawang. Okay.
So how is it different being on the bike compared to any other travel mode?
Yeah, that is a big, long subject actually.
Okay.
People travel for 2 reasons. One is for the sake of traveling, other one is for seeing places. Okay, I do traveling for the sake of traveling. I enjoy traveling. The place where I go is not, that is secondary. I sit on the bike, I enjoy that part. Okay, so what you see is bonus. But there are people who goes to places like, I want to go to Delhi, I want to go to Varanasi, like that. And what happens between your starting and destination is immaterial for them. They don't enjoy it at all.
The journey.
Yeah, they take the shortest or the quickest
Possible route.
For me, that what happens between your origin and destination is also very important.
So even if you don't reach the destination, for argument's sake, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
And
There are times where I could not do that because I want to see some place, but I was not able to do that because by the time I reached there, it was before time or after time. There was a temple, Chidambaram temple in Tamil Nadu. I could not go because I was outside. They said you have to wait till 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So if I wait till 4 o'clock, my next place, reaching my next place will be different because I don't ride in the night. So I said some other time. So
God is everywhere. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, depends which God. Okay.
One also doesn't come across people with interest in gemstones. So
Yeah.
how did that happen?
Gemstone, I liked gemstone. I used to like gemstones, so I started reading about it. Luckily, I found one person who was selling gemstones on the roadside. He didn't know any theory.
Are
about
these
it.
finished ones or raw?
Finished ones.
Uncut.
Uncut. And cut.
Cut ones.
Polished. So he didn't know about anything about theory side. I knew the theory side.
Okay.
So we started exchanging knowledge.
Where was this? In Calicut or somewhere?
And he's still my friend. He's the one I knew from. He still sells on the roadside. So now when I come across some stones, he'll send to WhatsApp it to me. And I do some research here, then I'll tell him this is.
So how does he value it if without knowing much
There
about
is
it?
no way of valuing it. Some things are atrociously priced.
Yeah.
Because there was one, there is a natural mirror that glass comes, you see.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
That was somebody told him that it is very costly. But
Yeah.
that is a very common thing. So they were asking about lakhs or something, telling him this is something special stolen. So I told him this is not like that. Okay. So I do the research from Google or some other my books, then I tell him that it's our combined effort. So what jumps from collection comes because he gives it to me at the purchase price. Whatever he purchases, the price, he don't take profit. So whenever I like some stone, I buy it. Just to keep it with me, see it, sometimes a beautiful thing.
Yes. So good. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
this enlightening session on subjects which many people may be interested in, but they don't know where to find an expert on it. Or they may develop this hobby later, maybe inspired.
Yes. Yeah, and one more thing these drinks, one more thing I want to add is,
Yeah.
if you want to develop this taste, you
Mm.
must experiment it. You must have whatever is available in your way, comes your way.
Not exotic stuff.
Not exactly. When I travel, I take that Desi Daru also when it comes.
Okay.
But you have to be careful. You have to light it.
Hmm.
If it is bluish flame, you can have it
Okay.
safe.
That's
If
a
it's-
test.
If it's orange flame, don't touch it because that's methyl alcohol.
Oh, okay. That can be risky. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Welcome.